Firstly, into the red corner, Dean Worth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent across the ring into the blue corner, making his EBA debut here this evening, Danny James. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bout 5 on this evening's programme and has been sponsored by JVH Building Services. This is a featherweight contest and will be decided over 3 2-minute rounds of EBA action. As we reintroduce your boxers, please welcome once again Boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black and red shorts with the black tassel and the black waistband. Representing Fighter Promotions, Dean Worth. And his opponent across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black, white and blue shorts with the white trim and the white waistband. Representing Triple J's Gym, making his EBA debut, Danny James. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Clyde Allison. Thank you.
Okay lads, basically the rules, right? 3 2 boxing, watch your head coming in, watch the shots around the back of the head. If I say break, just watch the stop, take 1 step back, watch the shots below the belt. Right, if I want to go to the canvas, so move to the lead again. Right, shots close, protect self at all times. Good luck.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, bout 5 this evening. This is Dean Worth in the red corner with black shorts, red trim, versus Danny James in the blue corner in the blue and white shorts. And a frantic start here from Dean Worth coming in and really closing the gap on the shorter man, Danny James. Danny James making his EBA debut tonight, but he has 2 wins to his name, 0 losses and 1 draw. So he knows what it's like to be in that ring. And he needs to calm the pace here a little bit. Dean Worth coming out a little bit frantically early on. Got a very high chin as Dean Worth, needs to be careful there. He'll be raising that a little bit too high. Question is, can Danny James take advantage of it? Coming in close is James, really closing the gap, and that's what Dean Worth needs to be careful of. If Danny James gets inside and works, that's not good for the taller man. Worth needs to keep James at a distance, working with a long, straight shot as he does there. Keep him at the very end of his range. Good head movement there from Danny James, stepping in forward. On his fighter information, Danny James said he challenged Floyd Mayweather, but Mayweather was too scared. So, fortunately for Danny James, or unfortunately rather, Mayweather might be taking a bit of a break from boxing, so Danny James has got the one-upsmanship on that one. But taking action back into the ring now, and we have Danny James moving forwards with a bit of an onslaught. As he comes forward again, really chasing Dean Worth down now. Eats him with a big left straight through the middle. Dean Worth fires back with a few of his own, but again, a very high chin for Dean Worth. Needs to be careful. Danny James stepping in again, really closing the gap on the taller man. Dean Worth shoves him off. Lefts and rights coming in from Dean Worth. No real damage being done as yet. Nice straight jab there as well. Again, fires a nice straight left, but catches one on the chin as he goes in. Nice straight left there from Danny James to finish round one.
It's 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Back to the action now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's Danny James in the blue corner, blue, white and black shorts versus Dean Worth in the red corner, black and red shorts. It was a tough round to call in the first, with both fighters having their moments, but it looks like equally again here in the second, both guys are going to be bombing forwards. Looking for the aggression, looking for the power, and looking to end this fight. And Danny James comes in, just hooks the right arm of Dean Worth, and then decides to work in against the body. Dean Worth covers up nicely. Again, a high chin there for Dean Worth as he steps in. Was lucky maybe not to eat one there. Danny James again stepping forwards, really looking to close this gap. But Dean Worth, a tricky fighter, tall, with a good range, covering up well with a good defence now also. Danny James needs to be careful, doesn't tire himself out. Nice left straight there from Danny James. Oh, and again with a straight left. Dean Worth eats a couple of shots there. Danny James needs to come forwards, but needs to be careful not to open up too much. Dean Worth may well be dangerous on the back foot. And Dean Worth with a nice testing jab there. And James really working in now. Working inside, looking to close that gap. Dean Worth says no with a couple of straight shots of his own. Danny James stepping back, teeing up that big left hand of his. Southpaw James looking for that big left and gets it, tags Dean Worth on the chin and again tags him through the centre of his guard. Dean Worth's eating a couple of straight lefts now by Danny James, and he'll look to do the same straight through his guard, and does. But Dean Worth makes him pay that time with a few shots of his own. Danny James swinging hard out of the corner, nothing doing though. Difficult round to call for the judges.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, third and final round here. Danny James versus Dean Worth. We've had a scrappy 1 and 2. Let's see if either fighter can take initiative here in round number 3. It looks like it might be Danny James, but Dean Worth comes back really scrappy in the clinch there. Dean Worth rocked by the left hand of Danny James, takes a couple of steps back, and Danny James will look to do the same, tee up that big left straight through the guard of Dean Worth. Good work here from James. He's got Worth on the back foot and needs to keep the pressure up here, otherwise Worth may well find a way back into this fight. If I was Danny James' corner right now, I'd be screaming at him to keep the pressure on, to make Dean Worth unsettled, not let him get his breath. Worth just shoves James into the corner, but James straight back again, pinning his man into his own corner and working with that straight left to the body and then again to the head. Southpaw James, Dean Worth is finding him difficult to deal with here in round number 3. And again, James pins his man on the ropes and starts to go to work on the body, over the top with the left. Dean Worth has eaten a few big shots here in round number 3. He's been rocked by one, and he looks a little bit wobbly on his feet here. Danny James just teeing up that left. Switches stance. Back to Southpaw now, tees up the left, goes in with the right. Switching stance like a pro is Danny James. He comes swinging over the top with the left hand once again. Dean Worth in real trouble here in round number 3. Eats another shot there to the body. Cannot find a way into this third round, can Dean Worth. Danny James is just putting on the pressure, in fact piling on the pressure. Pushing his man back and working with every combination he knows. A great round there for Danny James, not so good for Dean Worth. This one will be left with the judges.
He did step in at the last minute, so thank you very much, Dean. Boxers, please, to the centre of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds of featherweight action, we do have a unanimous decision. And that decision goes in favour of the blue corner, Danny James. But once again, give Dean Worth a big round of applause, steps in at the last minute. But once again, your winner, representing Triple J's Gym, making his debut here this evening as he leaves the ring.